one of my first professional jobs. I worked for a credit union and I was the assistant manager. And I was leading 13 people in that role and just really loved it. I loved the people side. I loved creating an environment. I used to create these newsletters for my team, just, for our own internal team to keep them motivated. And that's where I discovered my love for human resources. I ended up going and taking some classes in HR, eventually moved into the HR department, subsequently became the vice president of human resources, organizational development, and culture. And that's where the journey began. A lot of this book was born out of, I've witnessed more of the traditional practices of leadership that worked for a long time. But as our society started to evolve, as we now have 5 generations in the workplace, things became more complex. I believe it's never been harder to be a leader than in today's environment. And I noticed that many people lack the skills of leading in the modern environment today. They were really more of that transactional leader. And I think that's most people's experience. And so this book, not only do I share about the evolution of that leadership and why things are different today than they were 20, 30 years ago, I also share the 6 leadership saboteurs, the most common areas that tend to get in the way of people leading effectively. And then the rest of the book is the elevated leader model and a framework, very practical strategies that people can implement so that they can get great results.